Merkin and Rin return to Casterman's Keep after meeting a group of Dwarfkin in the Fen of the Ten Sisters. News of the renovation of the keep and building of another trade port has spread throughout the region. Several delegations have gathered at Casterman's Keep to speak with Lord Merkin, but before agreeing to see them, he must take care of more pressing business. Some of his soldiers have caught a Drakai lurking near the construction area in the rafters. It was put in the dungeon. The Fae is not responsive to questioning, but with the help of Sir Dashel, the prisoner begins to calm itself in the presence of the interrogators, none of whom speak its language. Merkin leaves it to stew in the dungeon whilst contemplating what to do with the intruder. The visiting Sir Dashel Pendra has made quite a name for himself among the inns and taverns of the region. Notable lords have invited the bard to entertain them on Bear Island, where the High Grace of the province resides. Merkin is pleased the bard has paid a visit and thanks Dashel for his help with the prisoner. Meanwhile, Vesh has come back to the keep from his scouting of the Oaks with some soldiers. They were in search of bandits who have been terrorizing the local villagers. See Session 64. Vesh reports the Oaks are now clear of the rogues, but there may be new trouble. Earlier that morning, a villager asked Vesh and Merkin's men to investigate a creature they chased into a cave. Merkin plans to accompany Vesh to the cave the next day, but must first attend to the awaiting delegations. The first group are Oskoman from the Den of the Sister Moon. They make it known their displeasure in having dealt with the merchant Remfield Percy, who operates out of Toros. It is their desire to open up a new trade relationship with the Tults. The meeting goes well, and as a gesture of goodwill, the group leaves a young Oskoman ranger to serve Merkin in the Oaks. His name is Konas, and, as chance would have it, he speaks a little of the Drakai language. The second delegation is a group of Dwarfkin who are looking to break with the rest of their kind, who currently only trade with the realms through Toros. An agreement is brokered on the condition of trade beginning in 9 months. Merkin also talks to them about his plans to dredge the river west of the keep that borders the fen. The Dwarfkin promise to return at the end of the season to see how much progress has been made. The third delegation is a group of wildmen from the tribe Muksun. It is led by one Rorg Gar. He speaks Broken Realmer and explains his people's wish to start trading on the lake. Rorg mentions there has been troubles with trade in his lands. Another tribe, the Tung Lorg, has released some sort of opening to the underworld which is causing chaos in Wildman lands. Trade with the Realmers is now a necessity. A settlement is reached and they promise to bring a boat of furs for trade soon. The last group claims to be from the Cooper's Guild of Toros. Before the meeting, Merkin's advisors inform him there is no such guild and perhaps the men were sent by Remfield Percy. It becomes apparent the group is who they are suspected to be. They make veiled threats of consequences if Merkin will not agree to meet with Percy to discuss business matters in Toros. Lord Merkin thanks them for the invitation and assures the group his people will be in touch. Before leaving, the men inquire about a monk named Mountebank who is wanted in Toros. They claim the monk killed one of Talon Ank's men and is to be arrested and tried for murder. See Session 64. Merkin informs them he has not seen the monk. Later that night, Merkin uses the newly acquired Oskoman advisor Konas as an interpreter to further interrogate the Drakai in his dungeon. The Fae is little interested in conversing. Merkin, remembering his encounter with the Dwarfkin the previous day, mentions the name Shalunamak, which prompts a response from the Fae. Through Konas, the Drakai acknowledges it is a soldier for Shalunamak. Merkin informs his comrades what recently transpired in the Fen of the Ten Sisters. He orders his soldiers to be wary of other Drakai scouts who may be in the area. See Session 66. The next day, Merkin, Konas, and Sir Dashel follow Vesh south to the edge of the Oaks to investigate the creature whom the villagers trapped in a cave. When they arrive, peasants inform them the creature seemed to be working with the bandits whom Vesh and the other soldiers have subdued. The villagers posted a watch on the entrance and it has not escaped since going inside. However, they have heard strange noises in the wood nearby. Merkin tells the peasants to go home as his men set up camp outside the cave. The two rangers are ordered to investigate the entrance. Konas and Vesh make their way from different directions. Konas spots a large green snake coiled up nearby. Vesh sees a mountain lion crouched, observing them. Konas hears what sounds to the others like squirrels chirping, but he recognizes as Drakai calls. A wolf makes an appearance in the distance. The party fears some strange magicum is afoot, calling such animals to the area. Vesh and Konas meet at the entrance. Through torchlight they see a hairless, muscled humanoid with long arms feasting on the body of a villager. The creature hisses at them. Just then, the snake attacks and the mountain lion springs. The wolf soon joins the fray. While the party does battle with the animals, the creature from the cave runs at Merkin. Drakai arrows begin to rain down on the party. Vesh and Merkin take light wounds. Sir Dashel manages to wound one of the attacking Drakai before losing his balance and falling down a slope in the rocks. The snake and lion flee as the Drakai run from the area. The wolf is wounded, and a Drakai with a final shot kills the animal. Konas explains they would rather have their forest pets die than fall into the hands of the enemy. The creature who attacked Merkin dies from battle, but not before bruising a few of them. Its body is placed on a horse to be ridden back to Casterman's Keep. But when they arrive back 6 hours later, they find the creature's corpse has dried out significantly. Flakes of it fall to the ground in piles of ash. Within an hour, there is no semblance of its original form. A dried twig-like frame remains, which cracks apart when touched. Merkin attempts another interrogation of the Drakai being held in the dungeon. In an angry exchange, the Fae reveals Shalunamak has gathered Drakai into the fen for the purpose of a great war that is coming. It seems confident it will soon be freed or die in an attempted escape. Lord Merkin has much to contemplate as he tends to his wounds and gathers his men. He resolves to revisit the Dwarfkin in the fen the next day.